All doing good. So today we are going to learn about another instrument, so which is also used to measure the distances. Okay. So in the last class we learned about vernier calipers, and now we shall see the instrument called screw gauge. So I am sharing my screen now. Can you see the screen? So anyone could comment if yes. Are able to see the screen? Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. So this is about. So I will just keep this down. Fine. So this is the screw gauge. So this is on the first page of the presentation point. This is called the screw gauge, and let us see what are the parts of the screw gauge and how to make measurements using a screw gauge. Okay. So that is what today's lesson is. That you know how to calculate the distances using a vernier caliper. We discussed in the last class. The correct reading of vernier caliper is given by main scale reading plus vernier scale coincidence into least count. Okay, I will give you some examples to understand better to use this screw gauge, to use this vernier caliper. Okay, and now we shall see the screw gauge. So this is also another apparatus to measure the distances, but we are not going to directly use this as a scale. Okay, you have a scale, meter scale. Okay, we are not going to use just like meter scale. So this is different from that of the meter scale. So this is 0, 1 centimeter. Okay, meter scale is divided in millimeters. Okay, 2 centimeter. So each division is 1 millimeter. Okay, so using a vernier caliper, we can calculate up to 1/100th of a centimeter that can be measured. So using a screw gauge, we are going to measure the distances with an accuracy of 1/100th of a millimeter. So what is the purpose of using screw gauge? You can use the screw gauge to measure the distances up to an accuracy of 1/100th of a millimeter. But the ordinary scale what you have can give only a least count of 1 millimeter. If I ask you to measure the length of your eraser, suppose if you have some eraser, say for example an eraser, a Natraj company eraser, suppose if you measure using a meter scale, you can measure the length of the scale eraser. So this is eraser. You can measure the length only in centimeter or millimeter. Say for example 3.4 centimeter, or in terms of millimeter you can say 304 millimeter. Sorry, 34 millimeter. Okay, 34 millimeter. But this will give you of 0.01 millimeter accuracy. Okay, 0.01 millimeter accuracy, or 1/100th of a millimeter accuracy. Okay, let us see what is screw gauge and how to measure the distances using a screw gauge. Okay, fine. So here you can see this is having a U-shaped metallic bar. Okay, this is the U-shaped bar, and it is connected to a cylindrical barrel. Okay, this is a U-shaped bar, and it is attached to a cylindrical barrel that is called the pitch scale. Okay, pitch scale. In vernier calipers, you have a main scale, vernier scale. That's all. In the screw gauge, you have a pitch scale, and here it is given as thimble. This is again another drum-shaped scale, which is having 100 or 50 divisions which are grooved on it. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. 100 divisions will be on the cylindrical metallic scale, that is called the head scale. Okay, this is the head scale. Okay, and the principle behind the screw gauge is that the name itself mentions it is screw. Okay, SCREW. You have Suppose if you have some bolt and nut in your home, you can see that. So this is the structure of a screw or a bolt, okay, isn't it? Or we can write like this. You will be having some nut and a screw arrangement in any mechanical part. Suppose if we take this as the bolt and you have some nut like this, hexagon shaped nut, you can use this, okay? So this is just a bolt, and you can see some of the grooves on it, grooves. Okay, so each groove, suppose if you rotate the head scale, each groove will be moving about 1 millimeter for one complete rotation of the screw. So that is the principle. If you take a bolt and nut, and if the distance between the grooves are 1 millimeter, then that is the principle behind this screw gauge. When you make one complete rotation of this head scale or that bolt, the edge or the tip of the bolt will move by 1 millimeter. Okay. If I show the picture, actual picture, you can understand better. See, I just switch off the fan and come back. See, are you able to see the screw gauge? So this is the actual screw gauge. So please confirm if you are able to see the screw gauge. Are able to see the video? Yes. Okay, Atu, I will teach it again. So I will do that vernier caliper again. So now let us see the screw gauge. So I will again completely revise this lesson. I will again teach that vernier caliper. Atu, don't worry. Okay. For cycle test, we do not include physics. You will be having only biology portions. Don't worry about that. Yatu, I will again completely revise this lesson. You can even attend. Okay. Fine. Okay, fine. So this is the actual screw gauge. Okay, this is the actual screw gauge. Okay, so this is we have this screw gauge in our laboratory. See, so this is the U-shaped metallic frame, and you can see so many grooves here. Okay, this is what I told you about that bolt and nut arrangement in our home. Okay, this is U-shaped metallic frame. Inside this, you have a hole here, and you can have some cylindrical scale. This one, the arrow mark I am showing is called the pitch scale. Okay, the pitch is having the grooves inside, and this left edge is called anvil, and this one is called thimble. Okay, and this is called the head scale. You can see another barrel shaped head scale. Okay, this is a circular scale. Okay, so if we move, you can understand. Okay, and the right edge is called a ratchet wheel. Okay, ratchet means in order to firmly grip the object, this is the confirmation of the grip of that object. Okay, so here you can see some gap here. You have to keep the object of which the diameter or thickness has to be measured, has to be kept here. Okay, you can see that later. Okay, listen.
Of a thin wire or the thickness of a sheet of the metals. It consists U frame fitted with
Just a minute.
equal parts. Lead a point. Now, when the 0 point have circular scale and which have.
Okay, now are you able to see some readings on the scale? This is called the circular scale. Okay, so this is the circular scale. So when you rotate, you can rotate this with anti-clockwise as well as clockwise rotations. When you make anti-clockwise rotations, this circular scale will be moving on the pitch scale. Okay, and the screw will be released. When you rotate clockwise, it will tighten the screw, thereby the object will be kept at this gap. Okay, and I will stop this video here. Again, I will share my screen to learn something about the errors in the screw gauge. Okay, so this is the structure of the screw gauge. Okay, So this is what I told. This is called the pitch scale. So please try to learn. This is a pitch scale. And another scale is called head scale. Okay, so this is called a ratchet wheel. Ratchet. Okay, ratchet wheel. And this is called anvil. And here the object which has to be used for measurement should be kept here. Suppose if you have a metallic ball here, you have to keep that ball here in this gap. Okay, and you have to take readings from this pitch scale and head scale coincidence. Accordingly, we can calculate it. Okay, so before that, let us try to learn about the screw gauge. So initially, what should we do is that we have to rotate this head scale clockwise, and you have to keep this gap nil. Okay, there should be no gap. You have to arrange like this. So there should be no gap. So this is the screw. There should be no gap. No object should be kept. In that case, you can see that the horizontal line in the pitch scale is coinciding with the 0 of the head scale. Suppose this is the case, it says that no error in the screw gauge. I hope you are able to understand. Okay. So before taking the measurements, you have to close completely the gap between this anvil and this point. Okay. When you close that, there should be no gap. At that time, Justice Jaffrin wants to ask something. Justice Jaffrin has raised hands. Do you have any question? No. Okay, listen. Okay, this is the first case, no error. Suppose you are closing the gap without any object, but the horizontal line in the pitch scale does not coincide with the 0 of the head scale. This is the head scale. So this is the cut portion of this part. Okay. So this part I am expanded here. Okay, I have expanded here. Okay. So this part. So this is expanded here. Okay, same thing. Fine. So when the 0 of the head scale is below the horizontal line, here you can see 0. Are you able to see the 0? And it is showing 5. That means you have closed the gap. You have to release it to hold the object. So even before taking the measurement, the screw gauge is showing some value that is called positive error. The error is plus 5 divisions in the head scale. And please try to understand that the pitch scale readings are given in millimeter. Each division in the, I write here, each division in the pitch scale is 1 millimeter. The difference is 1 millimeter. That is the pitch scale. Okay, so this one. Okay, so this is the pitch scale 0, 1 millimeter, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. This is the pitch scale. Each division is what? Each division is 1 millimeter. Whereas the head scale, I draw the head scale here. Head scale is like this. So it is a cylindrical scale and it is having some values in the rotational or the circular scale. Okay, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then on the back side, okay, you have some readings. Okay, like that 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. It will be again reach this. Okay, if you go beyond this back side and then you will come back here, this will be 0. This would be 99, 98, 97, 96, 95. Like that, you will be having 100 divisions in the head scale. That is what is given here. Okay, 5, 10, etc. Backside you can have 15, 20, etc. It will go as a circle and then it will come back here. Okay. Okay. Suppose you have some positive number, or if you see that the 0 of the head scale is below the 0 of the pitch scale, this is called positive error. In the final reading, you have to less this value, that is minus 5 will be the correction. Minus 5 divisions will be the correction. On the other case, suppose the 0 is on the top of the pitch scale. So you have closed up here, no object is kept here at the time. Suppose the head scale shows 95, which is coinciding with the horizontal line of the pitch scale, then it is said that -5 divisions or the error correction should be +5 divisions. That will be understood when you do some calculations. Okay, so just to try to understand, it has a pitch scale, head scale. Pitch scale readings are 1 millimeter as minimum division, or least count is 1 millimeter. Head scale, there are divisions. Pitch scale you measure in millimeter. Head scale divisions are measured in just divisions. Division. Okay, when the 0 of the pitch scale and 0 of the head scale are coinciding, no error, you can directly use the screw gauge. Suppose 0 of the pitch scale does not coincide with the 0 of the vernier, 0 of the head scale. When the 0 is below, it is positive error. When the 0 of the head scale is above, it is negative error. Okay, and to take the correct reading, suppose if you see here, okay, you can see here, this is the pitch scale, this is the head scale. You can see the horizontal line is coinciding with the 40. Therefore, 40 divisions is the coincidence, that is the line of coincidence in the head scale. And you can see the starting point of this head scale shows some value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th division. Okay, the starting point of head scale stands before 6 divisions. Therefore, 6 millimeter is the pitch scale reading. 40 divisions is the vernier scale reading. How to calculate the correct reading? Correct reading is given by, I will tell you that later. Just try to understand. 6 millimeter is the pitch scale reading plus head scale coincidence. Head scale coincidence is 40. Okay, 40 is head scale coincidence into least count, which is equal to 40 into 0.01 is the least count, which is equal to 6 plus 40 into 0.01, 0.40. 40 into 0.01, that is 40 by 100, both are same, which is equal to 6.40 millimeter. 6.40 millimeter. But using a normal meter scale, you can get only up to 6 millimeter. But you can also have 2 digits after the decimal point using a screw gauge. Okay, now I will show you the actual measurement of the screw gauge. Okay, and before that, let us see what is pitch. What do you mean by pitch of the screw gauge? So pitch of the screw gauge is a terminology. Pitch of the screw gauge, which is defined as the ratio between the number of divisions, in the pitch scale, or you can say the number of divisions moved in the pitch scale divided by the total number of rotations in the head scale. Okay, so pitch of the screw gauge is defined as the number of divisions moved in the pitch scale divided by total number of rotations in the head scale. What is that definition? Here you have, I told you that. So this is the pitch scale, this is the head scale. Suppose if you rotate once, the screw gauge is designed such that when you make one complete rotation, the tip of this screw, okay, the tip of the screw will move by 1 millimeter. Okay, 1 millimeter. If you take 2 rotations, then the tip of the screw will move 2 millimeter. Similarly, if you rotate 10 times, the head scale, then the pitch of the screw or the tip of the screw will be moving by 10 millimeter. Therefore, it is fixed quantity, which is equal to distance moved So number of divisions moved in the pitch scale. Say for example, 2 divisions are moved in the pitch scale, then number of rotations should be 2, which is equal to 1 division per rotation. So 1 division is nothing but 0.01 millimeter. Okay, 0.01 millimeter. Okay, and another terminology called least count, which is equal to LEAST. Okay, least count is equal to number of, sorry. Okay, least count is defined as the ratio between the value of one pitch scale reading divided by total number of head scale divisions. So least count is the minimum measurement that can be done using the screw gauge. Least count is the minimum measurement that can be done using a screw gauge. So normally the meter scale, the scale you have, the minimum measurement will be 1 millimeter. But here you see value of one pitch scale reading. One pitch scale reading is 1 millimeter and head scale is having 100 divisions. Therefore 0.01 millimeter. This is the value of least count. So you can understand only when you look at this actual measurement. Okay. So I'm sharing the screen again. See. So by pitch scale, I was talking about the cylindrical scale here. By head scale, this one. Okay. You can rotate using the ratchet wheel. Okay. You just listen to
Head of the screw
the video.
has a ratchet which avoid undue tightening of the.
See, so this is what the initial reading. So you have to tight fully. You should see no gap here. When you see no gap here, when this horizontal line of this pitch scale coincides with 0, there is no error. Here the 0 is above the horizontal line. Therefore, it contains some error. Okay, that is the negative error. It should be 97 or 98 because 0, 5, etc. 95 is the reading here. Okay.
Screw. There is a circular scale and which have divided into.
So I will explain eventually.
50 or 100 equal parts. So instrument have error. Is distance. Oh. Distance is 100 millimeter. So 1 upon 100, 0.0.
Okay, this is what I told you. Okay, so distance moved by the screw gauge 2 millimeter, then rotation should be 2. Okay, that is the setting of this screw gauge. Okay, least count is the number of value or the value of one division is 1 millimeter. Total number of division in the circular scale, head scale is 100.01 millimeter.
So first reading is main scale. It's an observation table, serial number, main scale, circular scale, and total reading. Main scale is circular.
See this one. Now you can see 2 divisions in the pitch scale. This is the pitch scale. This is the circular scale. So please listen carefully. It is very difficult to explain without the actual screw gauge in your hand, but I am using this video for explanation. Okay, please listen carefully. See, now you want to measure the diameter of this wire. You have to open this by anti-clockwise rotation. You have to open this. You can keep the wire here and you have to tight this. Okay, listen to the video.
We have taken a piece of wire and we will measure its diameter.
Did you listen the tick sound? Tick tick sound? So please confirm if you heard the tick tick sound. Yes? I will play it again. That is very important. Okay? See.
So reading is for this.
So while rotate this ratchet wheel, you should hear some tick tick sound. Okay?
We have taken a piece of wire and we will measure its diameter. So reading is first reading.
Did you hear that sound? Yes. So now the wire is tightly
Yes.
firm or firmly
Main scale
fixed.
is
Okay.
one-
Okay, now it is very close up shot. See, this is the pitch scale. Now you have kept that wire. So this is the division of that one pitch. When you make one complete rotation of this head scale, this will move by one division. Okay, so this is the principle behind the screw gauge. Okay, here you can see 1 millimeter. So please look at the arrow of the mouse. Okay, so this is 1 millimeter. This is equal to the distance between the two grooves. Okay, and you can see this is the head scale: 0, 5, 10, etc. 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, this is a circular scale, therefore 0 and 90 nearer. Okay, now the starting point of this head scale, this one, are you able to see this? How many divisions are there? Only 1 millimeter. Okay, only one division, therefore you can take this as a pitch scale reading as 1. Pitch scale reading as 1. And are you able to see this horizontal line? Are you able to see this horizontal line? Yes. Now we are going to calculate the actual reading. Pitch scale reading plus head scale coincidence into least count. Pitch scale reading, the first line. This is 1. Okay. Where do you find this? On the pitch scale. This is the head scale edge. Okay. The value just left of this edge of the head scale. So this is the head scale. Edge of the head scale is 1. Therefore, pitch scale reading is 1. What is the coincidence? 90, 95, 96, 97, 98. Okay, we can take it approximately 98. 98 is the coincidence. Otherwise, she will again tighten this.
1 millimeter and circular scale is 97.
Okay, she is saying that 97. Okay, 90, 95, 96, 97, but it is not 97. You can see this is 98. Am I right? So this horizontal line of the pitch scale approximately coincides with the 98th division of head scale. This is 99, this is 100. 100 and 0 are one and the same. Okay, now she is going to calculate the actual value. Okay, now I will do the calculation.
Millimeter.
Just a minute.
Circular scale is 9.
Just a minute. Okay, now I'm going to calculate the value. Fine. So what was the reading of that pitch scale? You had some wire and wire was kept in the screw gauge. Pitch scale reading is 1 millimeter. Okay, coincidence. Head scale coincidence. What was that? It is 98. Am I right? 98. Okay, correct reading is equal to pitch scale reading plus head scale coincidence into least count, which is equal to 1 millimeter plus head scale coincidence is 98 into least count is 0.01 millimeter, which is equal to 1 plus 98 into 0.01. It is 98 by 100, which is equal to 0.98, which is equal to 1.98 millimeter. That is the value of the radius. Sorry, that is the value of the diameter of the wire or thickness of the wire. Both are same. Okay, do you get the point? The same thing she is going to calculate. Okay,
90.
so she is saying here as main scale, but actually it is a pitch scale. Okay, so you have to repeat this experiment. You have to repeat it again.
It's
You have to
98.
you have to unscrew again, put that wire at some other place, you tighten it, you calculate the first value or in pitch scale, calculate the coincidence. Now the coincidence is about 99. You can repeat it, the same formula you can use. You can easily calculate the diameter of the wire or thickness of the wire. Is that clear? Okay, are you able to understand? Are you able to understand the usage of screw gauge? Yes? Okay, so please go through the notes I will give you by tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Please go through, you can understand better. Okay, you will be doing practicals in your 10th standard. Okay, thank you all. Thank you.